about 12 years, and the question I get asked most, which really annoys me, is, so which part of Australia are you from? Like, yeah, a little bit at the bottom, called South Africa. Great country, South Africa. Best rugby team, great people, great weather. That's why we're all here, living in Westbury. My mother's Irish Catholic, and she was a nun for years before she met my father. She got out of the habit pretty quickly though. There's 6 of us. And yeah, we were dragged to church kicking and screaming every Sunday. I mean, think Mother Teresa, but on steroids. That's how strict my mother was. And the thing I remember most growing up was being taught the importance of being a virgin, and that sex before marriage with men was just sinful. So, being a good Catholic girl, I compromised and had sex with women instead. For years, my mother didn't know that I was a lesbian. She just thought I was a saint. And so when my younger sister came home, 8 months pregnant, I just remember her screaming, "Why can't you be more like your sister Kim?" And of course I was in some club off my tits, or in someone else's. Gay clubs in South Africa 20 years ago just didn't exist. We all went to the same club, gay, straight, whatever. And you think, you know, in a country like South Africa, famous for apartheid, that have at least kept us queers separate from the normal people. No such luck. Like, it was really hard. I mean, you didn't know. It was like fumbling around in the dark looking for the lesbians. But I worked out that if you went to the pool table and you looked for the really badly dressed woman in the check shirts and construction boots. I see a few check shirts out there. Yeah, hello. Welcome. Yeah, so yeah, that was 20 years ago, and life was a lot easier then. Lesbians looked like lesbians. Nowadays, you've got metrosexuals, bisexuals, lipstick lesbians. It's really, really confusing because even the lesbians look like women. Yeah, I found long-term relationships really difficult. Could not, for the love of money, get into one. I mean, one-night stands, no problem, I'd win the Olympics, but long-term relationships, forget it. So eventually I got some therapy, went to this Freudian psychoanalytic therapist, Beryl was her name, and she said to me, "Your problem stemmed from the fact that when you were a little girl, you wanted to have sex with your father." I was like, "No." I wanted to have sex with my sister. The problem was my mother wouldn't let me. Anyway, therapy worked. I got into a long-term relationship with Beryl. Best 6 weeks of my life. I still don't understand lesbians, let alone women, but you know, we seem to be obsessed with sports, especially sports involving balls, footballs, tennis balls, but attach the ball to a man and we don't fucking want to know. Yeah, and on that subject, my sympathy for all the straight women, you know, I've got a lot of sympathy, when I'm not trying to chat you up, that is, because, you know, if your partner's got a small dick, you're stuck with it. Whereas lesbians, we just go into Ann Summers, buy a bigger dildo. And I have to say, it's a myth that lesbians don't like penetration. Have you seen the size of some of those dildos? And they come in black. Anyone heard of Katy Perry? Yes. I kissed a girl. Yeah. Well, I had sex with Katy Perry the other day, just because she wanted to try it. And that song's actually about me. Yeah, I know. It's actually Pat Butcher, but... yeah, so, any single people out there? No. There was one person, one single reply. are single. Have you noticed that when people are single, they say, I love my own company, you know, I choose to be single. And what it actually means is, nobody fucking wants me. Yeah, I am single. I'm not sure if it's got anything to do with the boots. Can you all see the boots at the back there?
Yeah.
Have you heard of, what?
Show us your boots.
Alright, these are not FME boots. Does everyone know what FME boots are? Fuck me boots?
Yeah.
These are not gay, these are fuck you boots. Not had much luck with women, as I said still. Been knocked back more times than I can actually remember. It's got so bad I went into Boots the other day and they asked if I had a disadvantage card. I'm doing, you've been great.